Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for October 31st, 2022. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com, to access the Zoom call, which is a demonstration of the SRC4u software. The information's here to click through and just follow the instructions. If you're interested in purchasing the software or demonstrating the software, contact Cathy. To complement the SRC4u software is the shift pin. Ask Cathy about that. Cathy has an SRC4u daily energy clearing group. So if you're not ready to purchase the software or demo the software, but you'd like to reap the benefits of the software and see how it works as she demonstrates the software, you can click here and register. Cathy is on Twitter. Follow her on Twitter. We're going to click through, and this is going to be a live call, so you may want to lower the volume on your speakers. One moment, please.
Happy Monday. And I did give us a little bit of a start. Now, this is the last day of our October startup scan. I'll be going through today and testing and seeing it. I'm thinking we're going to continue with the prosperity, but the overall function be related to nutrition and our DNA. But we'll see. We're going to test it. But this is where we are. This is our primary situation. You know, I have this very long list of primary situations. If you want it, just shoot me an email. I'm happy to share it, but it's too long, now to put on the Zoom. But this was what we wanted. Forces of goodness flow through my physical vessel and circulate the inner light while blessing the world. And I want you to see that 0, so you know how highly we wanted that. And here's our resonance. Over here, our etheric field was a little out of balance today, so that took a charge. And then we also are taking 3 times that all of the bodies are aligned. The theory being that when the subtle bodies are in alignment, first of all, your vibration is higher, but mainly you're pulling in information. You're not blocking information that can come in through the matrix. So what we want to do now, let's go ahead and see if we want the $1 billion statement. I was very surprised, which I know you know, that we had wanted it for our startup for October. I need to put priority. Nope, don't want it. We didn't want the switch word. So here's our list so far. I don't know what will stay with us for next month, what we'll add. So we're wanting, I'll have to refresh my memory on that. Here's this clear curse thing. A lot of SSTTs, sleep, word of God, brain circuit function. This is an interesting one, which we ask for even, not on the Zoom, but just very often. Transmuting thought forms and thought patterns. Look at, again, we're asking for that field generator for divine government. I guess the elections coming up. And then this is the SSTT for the cancer prevent. So we can go ahead and do that quickly. And I have something I want to share with you that happened since the last call. Let's see what that is. vision. Okay, so we're taking energy for our vision. Now here is this clear curse. And with all of these, what I've been doing is also seeing if we want them in the sustenance balancer. But first, let's get this cocktail in. But anyway, what I was saying, the biggest thing I've seen with curse is to actually bless the people. Even if you don't know what the story is, very often, more than anything, is something genetic that at the moment of conception got passed on, and I think is what they may refer to as curse. But you can also look at this sustenance balancer. I'm still getting used to this new computer. Because I'm getting positive feedback. No. That's not good. Oh, that one, I don't even know what that one is. I need to... The Word of God, I know that one. And what it looks like, you know, for example, we'll see if we want to continue these SSTTs. It looks like sometimes we adapt and we need to get away from them a little bit and come back, so it'll be interesting. Now, this brain circuit function is going to have a real interesting consideration here, but let's first see. We know we want this. What I've been doing lately, even if it's 100 or up to 102, I check anyway to see if we want the code. It just takes a second to do, so let's just see if that might be one. Yeah, so see, we'll take that one. So we're gonna make just a list here as we go. Well, you're familiar with how to go about that. Doggone it. Again, what the heck, let's just see if we want sustenance balancer on that. No. And our field generator, and the wonder click, or however we do it, is going to, you know, fill in what we need, but these are, as far as our focus for the month, these are the things that want a little extra attention. Okay, so we've got that in there, and it's as simple as adding that in. Now let's just see if we want to do anything other than the Wonder Click. The main reason I like to do this is to see if we want the manual. And we don't. We just want a good old Wonder Click. But before going to that, I want to share with you something that happened Saturday night. You know, I've been working for quite some time now with a woman that suffers from tinnitus. And the biggest challenge we've had is her own thoughts. As she just continues to talk about it and fret about it, which we know that's a factor in recovery, and it's been frustrating. But nevertheless, she's a good-hearted woman, and her occupation, she's feeling as if she's going deaf now. This is very serious. So you may remember that the last Zoom, we had this vaccine scan, and I haven't sent it out yet because I kept tweaking it. And once you get it, please tweak it also. But I'd gotten this incredible article, and it was a long one, and it was based on over 20,000 hours of research on the vaccine. And from it, I made a scan. And for example, what I've been doing with people is testing, is it a priority to have that? And one reason is I'm seeing so much vaccine stress in people that have not been vaccinated. So let's see if in our case, as a group, we want this today. No, we don't need it today. But for her, surprisingly enough, she came up and she wanted it. And when the results came, it was her electrical conductivity. And that's one of the side effects, according to the scientific information. The graphene oxide throws that off. I know she is not vaccinated, but I said, refresh my memory when this started. And she told me, because I didn't know her yet at that point, and so she has a significant other. I said, is he vaccinated? And the answer was yes. And I've been looking at this shedding, but I've been in denial. And the main thing that caught my attention was that the small pets, especially dogs, of those who had been vaccinated began to die. They had an accelerated death rate, and that, of course, makes you think. But I went ahead and found another article. Scribed has tremendous documents that are scientific. It's not just for books. And I found some real good, interesting information on shedding, and made a cocktail for us. And, doing the same thing, just testing for priority. And so far, almost everybody has wanted this. We'll see. I want to just go over it briefly, and then you'll have more time to look at it. Let me get that fixed. We want the spike protein, which is a toxin. We want that harmless. And like don't forget the power of our words. We want to reverse the negative effects of the spike protein, graphene oxide, and lipid nanoparticles, which maybe now there'll be a code for it. We want to support rapid detoxification. There seems to be two things that do that, because it does appear, and the more you study, and I think I'm behind on this, I think I just was in denial, that the graphene oxide is shared with others through perspiration, through breath, etc. And probably it would be most effective when it's someone you're sleeping with, or close to on a regular basis. I'm not thinking you walk down the line at Publix and that kind of thing. I don't know. So anyway, intermittent fasting and saunas seem to be the big deal, if you can do that, because we want to strengthen the immune system. Vitamin C is a big deal, and I just kept listing some of the things that seemed to come up in this article, and the C was major. A few other things, again, just a little cocktail. This glutathione is major, which we already knew. pine needle tea, a few other things here. And I just want to share this. I'll send it out right after our call. Hydration, obviously important. Let's just see if as a group we even want this. We may not. We did over the weekend. Let's just see. Do we want, I called it the shedding nutrition cocktail. As you know, there's no sense in our working on financial prosperity for sure if we're just going to spend it all trying to get well. So no, we're good. However, let's also look and see if we might want it in the sustenance balancer. No, we're good. So let's let that hold. This is, I think probably a lot of you already knew this kind of thing. I'm not wanting to look at it so closely, but now, and I want to show you, I'm starting on the November. The year's going too fast already. And we do want this shedding nutrition cocktail as a part of our startup. Also, Annie had sent this incredible pathogen cocktail, and we had like a 97% benefit of receiving that in the acupuncture panel. Let's just see where we are today. Nope, we're good. But again, these are things, you don't need the same things every day, so I like to double check it for priority. Your body is doing the healing. The machine's not doing the healing. It's your body, and it's getting the information to help with that. So let's just go in, do our good old wonder click. So appreciative to Ralph for making this so much simpler, where we don't need to do these Excel sheets. This is pretty close. Let's look up here and see what our liver meridian has to say today. And again, this shedding stuff, there is nothing that we have to worry about. It's an awareness thing. I'm going to do my best to get back to the intermittent fasting. Okay, so we actually suffers toxic people and environment in silence. So it looks like we're supposed to speak up. Look at that. That's a 0. And then 227. So let's just see if we want the 227 cocktail. Nope. We want the 227 cocktail scan. No. This is, when this comes up, it doesn't hurt just to double check. We've got a pretty good torso cocktail. No. Or do we want it in the sustenance balancer? Yeah, we'll take it there. All right, so we got a little stress there related to spiritual attack. And this, again, we don't know what that is. And this is just subtle energy, but it's good to clear it. Interestingly enough, up until we found the electrical conductivity stress, it looked like the woman with tinnitus was under spiritual attack. But that was this energy, because the graphene oxide or dioxide, I see it both ways, makes you much more sensitive to this electricity around you. That seems to be the point. So let's just see. Not going to do this one because I have too many other names in there, but we'll see if we want it. Nope, that's not our answer today. Don't need that. Yeah, I think that P4 is going to do what it needs to do for this. I am going to go ahead and put it in the Gong. But like, as you know, if this is not your full-time work, you can easily just be hitting the wonder click. Muscles, wood element, pain, little depression. I've been seeing this kind of thing more often. Again, we're not dealing with the physical body. This is our subtle body, so this can be extremely proactive. Do cyst. Nope, so the P4, going to do what we need. We have been seeing this cardiovascular, heart, etc. come up enough that it's worth double checking to see if we want to do any more. No. And then we did see pain. And we will take that one. And some of these, there's quite a list once you get in there. It's not just one little code. The thing, oh, okay, let's also check the longevity cocktail. Because we should be able to go well into our hundreds. Yep, we'll take that one. I don't even need to add that to the list. I've just been doing it. But, this amino acids comes up quite a bit too. And again, let's just go in here. Yeah, so let's go into this dispenser. That's one of the things that the environment may be doing. You know, the amino acids code the DNA. So let's just put, I don't know, just fix it. And let's focus on amino acids. Create a session cocktail. And then over the weekend, when there's more time, on other days we're not on Zoom, I go in and double check to see if we want any of these in the sustenance balancer. And we do sometimes. Right now we're taking 5 minutes with 25 repeats. You could, for yourself, the group, it's not going to be effective. Test yourself to see if it's time to purchase and take an amino acid supplement. But most of us, I think, are taking way too many things, and sometimes it messes us up. That's the post I'm trying to get up for the main site. Okay, so thyroid. This is an interesting one that's also been coming up quite a bit, so let's just check. Not today. Either that is again, so we'll be doing some prayer warrior on that today. Do you all remember that little search, remove, clear exercise that Grandmaster teaches?
Yes.
Because that really is powerful. Just if you have a moment when you feel uneasy for any reason, just take in one of the fingers, not the thumb, and just squeeze the tip, which is said to balance your energy field. Just and think or say, search, remove, clear. It can't hurt.
Search for all, clear all, remove all.
You got it, yes. It even works if you don't say anything and just squeeze the tips of the finger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see there again, we are doing something with our ears, but it looks like the SRC is on top of it. Never hurts. We've got some good lymphatic cocktails. We're seeing some stress. Yeah,
I
look
thought
at
we
that.
had to squeeze the whole finger, not the tip.
No, not the way I was taught was just the tip.
Oh, I can do it.
We definitely want the lymph cocktail. Let's see also if we want to do.
That's true.
Yeah. The word is so powerful. Yeah, we'll also take it in the sustenance balancer. Let's go up here. And lymph doesn't necessarily mean physical lymph. Lymph also can indicate sadness. That's where we carry sadness. So right now this one, let's see if it comes up in this one. All right. Kevin, in my old computers where some of those cocktails weren't coming up. So fantastic. Don't have to worry as much. And there's some others we can scan. Let me just add lymph down here. Always good to get any information you can get on the kidney, which is the battery. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put that in a positive. That's not positive.
Question on the search remove clear, is that available online somewhere?
Yes, if you go to YouTube, you ought to be able to see some YouTubes by Grandmaster on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely on there.
Mm-hmm. Oppression, well, that can be a negative or a positive. Let's put it in here under neutral. And I see it's 11, so this will be the last thing we do. We'll do a quick look. There are times you might want to be a little aggressive. Let's look and see. Okay, so it might actually be a positive. I'm not going to fool with that right now. Let me see if we just want any. No. So, real quickly, just finishing up. Words to ponder. I wear a necklace now because I like to know when I'm upside down. For these, it's amazing. And the subconscious, hidden fears and aggravation. So we know we just want to wonder click, but now we do need to see, do we need to add any additional themes? We will. And I speak, I know for this group, when I say that I think we're going to find out down the road that this energetic approach is the approach we need. There's nothing out there we need to fear. We just need to be aware of it. This shedding, there may be some people that are extremely sensitive to it and others that it's nothing. So that's where we are. Just continue to get information, and that big new cocktail is in here. I'm going to go ahead and send this out now, because this do need help with any of these cocktails. If you know of something we should add, please do it and let me know. This is what we worked on the last week here. This is another one that is at the start of our new startup, just increased cellular voltage. I'm looking for that. Anyway, it's in here. I'm not going to waste your time, but that new code for pathogens is in here somewhere. So way down the list it looks like, but we are done.
See you later. Thanks, Cathy.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call. Thank you for participating. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.
Today I'm going to show you a neat little technique we call the finger squeeze. And it's real simple to do. And maybe you're a massage therapist and you can't get that bad feeling, when you work on somebody and you get their negative energy and you just can't seem to get that off of you. Well, I'll have you know that is very bad for your health. It creates a lot of stress and a lot of discomfort and can lead to more serious problems. So I'm going to show you a technique to help fix yourself of that affliction. Help to get that negative energy right off your back. After every therapy session that you have, we're gonna do a quick technique of what we call dialing the channel. You got to dial into what you want. You want your energy matrix to line up so that you have enough power to discharge the proper intention. And so maybe pick your favorite channel on television. Let's say Discovery Channel. That's a good channel. Would you expect to see I Love Lucy on the Discovery Channel? No, probably not, huh? How about the Three Stooges? Classic, but probably not going to find it on the Discovery Channel. So why did you turn to that channel in the first place? Well, you probably turned there to see the state of the planet's well-being in a documentary, or maybe to find new technological advancements that science has come out with. But for whatever reason that you turn to that channel, all you're going to see from then on is stuff that pertains to that channel, that band, that frequency. And so we can dial into the healing frequencies in our mind simply by making a small statement that we want to tune into that channel. And then that kind of loads the healing gun. It puts a bullet in the chamber, and so then we squeeze the finger to discharge that bullet and fire it into our energy system. So let's say I know I've got some bad energy on me from doing a therapy on someone. I'll simply say, I feel I'm contaminated. And I squeeze my finger. Just by stating the fact that I feel contaminated, My energy system can do the rest. I squeeze my finger. It doesn't matter which finger. It's totally irrelevant. You squeeze the finger and the contamination will start to break up and come off of you. Now, I recommend that you do that technique and then wait a minute or two and then do it again, and you do that 3 times. Because in doing it that way, it helps to get some of the deeper stuff that you might not have just gotten from the therapy, but that you may have been carrying around with you for days, weeks, even months or longer. This is a great way of making sure that you don't pick up other people's bad energy. So thank you for that healing moment.